This is Hidden Killers Week in Review.
A look back at the most prolific stories of the week.
This is an examination of the hidden human condition.
This is the Hidden Killers podcast.
With Tony Brueski.
It's always kind of concerning when you have a group of three sisters that are plotting to kill. I mean, what comes to my mind is hocus pocus, honestly. and those sisters, but that's not the case, as three sisters, two from Alabama, face federal charges for allegedly conspiring to hire a hit woman to kill one of the sisters' son-in-laws, whom they believe was abusing his wife and their children, according to a U.S. District Court complaint filed this week. Mitzi Gay Smith, 54, of Fairhole, Alabama, Sandra K. Grimes, a.k.a. Sandra K. Johnson, 57, of Niceville, Florida, and Judy Owen, 61, of Silver Hill, Alabama, accused of plotting to kill Raul Eduardo Mina. They believe Mina was abusing Sandra Grimes' daughter, Irma Nicole Bauer, and her children, and drugging Bauer to force her into sex with others, as detailed in court records. So I'm going to say this here, and I don't know the rest of the story yet, but if that shit was going on to one of my kids, I would probably try and hire a hitman too, or just do it myself, quite honestly. The sisters initially paid a man $10,000 to kill Mina, but he disappeared with the money. Desperate, then they turned to Rebecca Elizabeth Murphy, a convicted felon from Foley, Alabama, who had a history of drug-related crimes and fraud. Smith and Murphy were former neighbors in Fairhope. Murphy needed money for her dog's veterinary bills. Seems like a legit reason to go kill somebody. So Owen paid the remaining $500, allowing Murphy to take her dog home. However, Owen then told Murphy she owed her for the payment and demanded she kill Mina in return. So she doesn't even, she thinks it's like a good deed being done. And oh, by the way,
here's your dog. Now kill my son-in-law.
By the way, Owen and Murphy
bizarre.
Went to the local Walmart to meet with Grimes, and the three women then drove to Louisiana to show Murphy where Mina lived. Murphy later told investigators she felt like a hostage during the trip, which had no choice but to comply. Did the dog come along on the trip?
It's like, he's probably home recuperating, I hope.
It's like, we got to make bathroom breaks for the dog as we go over here, and you're going to go kill somebody. Phone records obtained by the FBI show that between March 7th and April 21st, Grimes paid Murphy $1,000 via Cash App, because that's not trackable or anything. Murphy told investigators the money was intended for killing Mina and to cover, it's like a per diem for hotel food and other
exactly
expenses.
What it was. You got money for food and hotels.
These three,
expenses.
This is like the Golden Girls hire a hitman.
It is. Very much so.
On March 9th, Grimes, that would be a great episode. On March 9th, Grimes texted Murphy photos of Mina's home interior, identifying various rooms, including Mina's and the children's. Grimes also suggested that thunderstorms in the Marino area would be the perfect cover for shooting Mina, as the noise would mask the gunfire. This very much is the Golden Girls. It's a storm.
Do it during a storm. No one will ever hear it.
Yes, just wait for the storm.
Which is pretty brilliant, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to plot this,
and super flexible.
Everything's got to kind of fall into place. I could just hear them like talk. Well, what if there's a storm? That'd be great. Right. She even provided instructions on how to cut the power to Mina's home. Despite these plans, Murphy returned to Alabama. Grimes continued to pay her small amounts to keep her engaged in the plot, while Murphy began looking for someone else to kill Mina. Grimes, Owen, and Smith provided money, a gun, and instructions to Murphy, but she continually delayed the act. After Murphy refused to carry out the murder during a custody hearing at a stormy night in Marina, the sisters expressed their frustration through heated text messages, threatening to take action themselves if Murphy didn't proceed. Why didn't they?
These are hard to read. These are hard to read because they're so full of typos.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to read it verbatim. I don't know what to tell you. I want the gun and bullets brought back if you coming back, Grimes wrote, according to court transcripts. Quote, I don't have any more money. That guy took the last cash I had. Please don't tell me no bullshit about the MF. Do what you got to do. I don't know. Hubby is home. I am headed to WK in 2 hours. Grimes texting continued, this has turned into a real shit show. Not passed off, but this MF tends to get I think he's supposed to be away with shit again. That's okay. His funding day will come now, with or without you.
Kind of like when Trump goes on a rant on Truth Social.
Kind of is, yes.
Spewing the words.
This doesn't make a lot of sense. Grimes again worked to convince Murphy to go through with the murder, saying, you stab him in the heart at the door or shoot his ass in the heart or face at the what the F can he do, she wrote. Far as MF messing with them kids, yes, I know the bastard is. I've been saying this. I could not get anyone to listen. I am on my verge of going postal on his ass. On March 22nd, Grimes texted Murphy telling her if Murphy didn't kill Mina, then I will go and do the shit my damn self. She included screenshots of confrontational text messages between Mina and Bauer, apparently hoping to further motivate Murphy. A day later, Owens texted Murphy, reminding her of the money that they had already paid, saying, if you not go do nothing, we want our money back. We got better places to put it, Owens wrote. I'm the one who paid for your dog. My friend who works for the vet knows I paid. I want progress or my money back, or my money you pick. Owens ended the text with an angry-faced emoji.
Nothing says go kill somebody more than an angry-faced emoji.
Like if you didn't do fuck, there's an emoji that's angry.
Yeah, I'm angry.
Now I got to do this. Yeah, there's no way around it now. That angry face emoji, shit, that just puts the fire under my ass. Murphy continually reported the plots to authorities. Federal agents filed the criminal complaint last week, and the sisters made their initial court appearances on Tuesday. They face charges of conspiracy to commit murder for hire, conspiracy to transfer a firearm for use in a violent crime, and use of interstate commerce for a murder for hire scheme. Each charge carries a potential 10-year prison sentence.
They could all be locked up for a very long time.
How about they do also a little investigating into the actual son-in-law? Let's just make sure that everything's okay over there. There might be a reason these women are plotting this before we lock them up.
I definitely think he should be looked into. But I also think, this is what she's saying, whether it's true or not, who knows?
It could be complete bullshit. It could be just complete, And
I'd be like, rather than kill him, I would go get my daughter and her kids and say, everybody in the car, I'm taking you.
Yeah.
You can't live like this. But instead, they go to murder first. I'm going to tell you this. Last weekend, I was with two of my sisters for the whole weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And not one time did we talk about murdering anybody.
That's a first for you guys.
We're always doing that. It's always like plotting to kill somebody. But this weekend, it was not like that.
Wow. Why did you change it up?
I don't know. I guess we've killed everyone we need to or something, but we just didn't.
Well, that's impressive.
What do you think that's the thing? It's like to go to murder first. Now grandma could be locked up for a very long time.
Well, and to involve all these people in it. Like if it's your daughter in this situation and you want to handle, go handle it, like try and get the authorities involved or something. And if you want to do your thing, I'm not endorsing going and murdering anybody, but you've involved like the woman who had the dog and your sisters, and you're going to go do it yourself, I guess, if that's what you are so compelled to do to save your daughter and your grandchildren. But there's many other ways of going about this other than killing someone.
Because now you're in jail and he's not. And
he's still there with the grandkids. There's clearly something.
And why is the daughter still with him if this is going on? There's some issues here that don't seem to be addressed in these text messages.
Exactly. There's many ways of handling this without where it went to. But essentially, it turned what would have been the abuser into the victim on this.
Absolutely.
If there's abuse going on, it's all alleged. So we don't know if it's just some overzealous mom who is just kind of nuts and making these claims, or it's legit. We don't know. Probably be a good idea to look at.
Is the daughter involved in this? Does the daughter know that her mom's plotting to kill her husband?
Yeah. There's a lot there.
If I was the mom, I think I would let my daughter know.
By the way, honey, me and your aunts are plotting
the door.
We're going to kill your husband, and hope that's okay. Maybe afterwards we'll go to the pizza ranch, and the kids can play some games, and we'll make up for killing Dad by buying him some extra tokens.
Want to listen ad-free? Want advanced access to all of our interviews before anyone else?
Become a True Crime Today Premium Plus subscriber on Apple Podcasts.
You get every episode commercial-free.
So you can binge on true crime
until you can binge no more.
Search True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts now, or go to our podcast page and sign up now.
More of the Hidden Killers podcast next.